A highway wanders through the desert. A tumbleweed drifts past a dusty dive bar. A coyote shrieks out to no one in particular. Someone's bleeding out in a bathroom stall. The stars tonight are bright, but not nearly bright enough. This place does not exist, and yet, here you are. Welcome to San Arroyo, kindred. We here at Dubious Creatures present to you the vampire with no name. The Roll of Honor, or the Roll to locals, is, well, it's a hole-in-the-wall dive bar, not dissimilar to at least a dozen scattered throughout the city, if not the entire county. But the Roll is a little different because the Roll is San Arroyo's dive bar. The local legend has it that it was in this spot the Grim Bastards MC were originally formed in the wake of the Vietnam War. Or maybe that's just something the owners made up to attract clientele. Nobody's really sure. But they are sure about is how they got the name. As you walk in, it's a small L-shaped room, the bar taking up one long corner of it, the other half dominated by little patched booths set up against a long wall of pictures, each one marked with a date underneath. Each one a survivor of the infamous drinking contests sometimes take place here, and those that survived through that many shots of San Arroyo's signature liquor and lived to vomit another day. Currently, U5 entering seems to be one of the largest concentrations of people in the vicinity. There's a couple scattered late-night clientele. A guy at the far corner of the bar, nursing what looks like a seltzer, glowers at you a bit before going back to his drink. An old, kind of crackly TV over the bar appears to be showing, you think it's a rerun of an old Pronghorns game. And most notably, far back, there's a cluster, 3 to 4 people, all wearing Grim Bastards vests, who appear to be in the midst of giving another toast before simultaneously slamming back shots. The woman at the bar, iron-haired, stout, matronly woman with more ink on her arms than some of the bikers, kind of leans over, looks at you, Ash, and says, "Well, hell, you didn't get enough last time, darling?"
Practically killed me, but I'm tougher than that.
I'll say, you and Diego were tossing him back like someone was gonna saw your leg off come morning.
Well, I had a lot to drink about, but, came back, needed some, Ash, makes a show clearing their throat. Not actually here for the Vermello this time, or something with actual taste.
Well, you do realize this is a bar, yes?
I mean, I do want something. It's just not liquor. Can we talk a little bit? They sort of like gesture towards like the. I don't know if there is a back to the Roll of Honor, but
there is. They do have a sort of storeroom area.
Yeah.
Give me a charisma manipulation plus persuasion as this bartender. She's looking at you, but she's also looking at some of your compatriots.
I give her my best winning smile.
Okay, I'm gonna can I use either? I have 1 dot of famous face or the looks merit. Would either one score me points here?
Looks merit would.
Okay. 7 successes, which a messy critical though. I'm not. Yeah, that's the boy.
Do you want to keep the messy critical? You don't have to.
Yeah, you know what? Let's try to re-roll out of it.
Well, now.
The dice really wanted this to be a messy critical. So 6 successes.
As you lean on the bar, you feel almost instinctually something radiate off of you, like a heat wave, smoothing over the general social awkwardness, making this woman more pliable to an otherwise somewhat strange request. But as you do, you feel something in response churn in your gut. You go up to hunger 4.
Oh.
You're starting to feel that gnawing in your belly that Ansel mentioned earlier.
Ash is trying to ignore it, mostly because, as they've found recently, they haven't found their favorite meal yet. Every time they've drank, they've needed to really hold it down, and so there is they're trying to almost grind their teeth to stop from just looking too hungry.
But if the bartender registers any of this, she doesn't show it. She throws a towel over one shoulder and says, don't see why not. Hey, Gabe, she calls to the man that was glowering at you before. Hold down the fort, will you? Make sure those boys in the corner don't get too rowdy. Gabe just nods, but continues to give you all the prescription grade stink eye. Why are we talking back?
Sure thing. Ash follows and waits until they are at least decently away from crowd and in the back before resuming conversation.
Yeah, as that's happening, what are the 4 of you doing? Because, well, you are just kind of loitering at the moment.
At least go up to the bar, take a seat, and shout up the bartender.
Well, currently the bartender is in the back room with
whoever's watching over, I guess.
Yeah, this Gabe fella who you get a little bit closer to. He's maybe, he's younger than you thought he'd be. You want to say maybe mid-20s, Latino. Got very short, almost buzz cut style hair, and he's just wearing jeans and a cotton shirt. Despite his relative youth, he looks like the sort of guy who's seen a lot of life. And he is, rather notably, again, nursing a seltzer water rather than actually drinking.
I'm going to be a little bit more magnetic than usual, and I'm going to activate awe as I sit down, smile at him, and just say, how's your night?
Can you give me a manipulation plus presence roll, please?
4 successes.
Okay. He looks like he's about to glower at you, but then something happens and the expression softens just a tad. He just shrugs. It's fine.
Well, let's see if we can do something to make it maybe a little bit better than fine. I'm Lee, by the way.
Hi, Gabe, and I'm on the clock.
Well, I mean, everyone gets to chat.
I don't get paid to chat.
I guess I'll find some other company for a little bit.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, okay.
Aster just begs to Raleigh and doesn't engage with the bartender. Just more sitting there and just observing the people around her.
Yeah. Anyone else doing anything?
What's the music situation in the bar like? What are they like? Is it country that they're playing, rock? What are they playing?
It's some kind of country tune that you're not familiar with, filtering in through, admittedly, a very crackly speaker system mounted on the bar itself. Okay. It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable background noise.
Does it have a live music section?
No, it's kind of looking around. Again, there's barely room to swing it. Yeah, there's barely room to swing a cat in here, in all honesty, and you can see those guys over at most of the noise isn't coming so much from the speaker or the TV, but from those guys in the corner as you watch. A woman comes out of what looks like the restroom. Dark-skinned, young, very good-looking, much to the market appreciation of the bikers. And she sits down very close to one of the guys in the booth before immediately slamming down a shot herself. Looks like they're having some kind of private party over there that you weren't invited to.
I think he's just going to kind of linger.
Meanwhile, in the storeroom, well, so what's so urgent? Don't tell me you need bail money for Diego or something.
No, nothing that dire. I'm working a little bit of a side hustle right now. I wanted to ask, I know this is probably a little bit of a touchy subject. A while back, I know you filed a restraining order against Michael Phillips.
Oh yeah? How'd you hear about that?
Believe it or not, it's just a long story. There's a couple things, but that whole ordeal came up. I know Michael was ranting about something. Was he like off unhinged, drunk, or was this like real ranting?
I know, Mike the Mike. That's what they said they used to call him back when he worked on that radio show. He didn't take getting laid off very well. Started drinking a lot, and well, when he wasn't drinking, he was yelling, mostly. Yelling about, that'd be easier listing the subject material he didn't have a grievance with. Endron, city council. One time, and I swear to God this is true, he even started going off after several shots of the red stuff about goddamn vampires.
Ash makes a show of snorting and is like, well, no sense for taste.
Yeah.
Do you know where Mike's getting his drinks these days?
I had to boot his ass out after I 86'd him the one time, and he came in here, I think, just because he liked to get his ass beat. I don't know. He lives out in one of the trailer parks just past Rio Blanco. Sunrise Station, I think it's called. Listen, I don't know if you want to go bothering him. He's not quite tinfoil hat, but he's getting there. Always had these wild ideas about things.
I get it. I just have to follow up on this for call it a lead. But
what, you a PI all of a sudden?
Something like that, or at least I'm doing some leg work. The new law firm Gillen, I'm doing a little bit of a life reassessment right now and trying some new things.
As you're kind of stumbling for an excuse, you can't help but notice the way that the carotid artery in Chrissy's neck pulses ever so slightly. She's right there. It would be so easy. Go ahead and give me a willpower check.
So that is 2 successes.
That is just what you needed to resist this impulse. And you do resist it. You feel it clawing at your hindbrain. You feel 2 sharp points extend past your gum line, but you keep it together, barely. But Chrissy kind of looks at you quizzically. She's like, you all right, Ash? You're looking a bit peaked.
Hungry more than anything. I probably just I think I went a little too hard at the gym, but thanks for the info.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know nothing about macros or whatever, but I mean, I got half a microwave burrito if you really need something to put in your stomach.
Ash, like just trying to think of like anything but just pinning her to the wall right now, and is like not.
It would be so easy.
Like starts like inching towards the door. It's like I really have to go back to my friends. Really, it's no worry. Thank you so much. I'll try not to be a stranger.
Yeah, sure. As you slip out. So all this is happening. Raleigh, you go ahead and give me a wits plus awareness roll.
2 successes. There's 1 bestial failure on one of the dice.
Well, it wasn't a high difficulty, because as you're kind of looking away, not really getting anywhere with your charm offensive with Gabe, kind of absent-mindedly look in the opposite direction, where the Grims are having their little hoedown, and you stop and stare, because that woman that's partying with them, that's the bitch that stole your phone.
Fuck it. I'm gonna get up from where I'm sitting and turn to Aster and say, I will be right back.
Oh, you look. Do you want to talk about it first?
Like, not pointing at anything, just being like, see the woman over there?
Mm-hmm.
Was the one that nicked my phone last night.
What a bitch. Well, I would say I got your back, but this isn't my best avenue, but I got your back.
I've done this many times in movies before, so I'm sure it'll go just fine. I'm gonna hand Aster my phone, though, just in case she tries it again.
Stick it in my other butt pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what exactly are you planning here, Raleigh?
I am gonna go over and act like I am old friends with this girl.
You see, this girl, cursed you, never got her name.
Yeah.
Well, she is, let's just say, in a level of personal contact with one of these guys that he is clearly enjoying.
I certainly put on a bit of a persona as I walk over, you know, the actress thing. It's like I'm not Raleigh, I'm this character I played in this one film. And I'm tapping back into that as I sidle up and give her a smile and say, holy shit. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Give me a charisma plus performance check.
And I have a specialty in acting.
You are acting, you did say you are acting the hell out of this moment. By the way, this is around the same time that Ash, you come stumbling out of the storeroom, so everybody's currently in the same area, more or less. You know, just in case.
And I'm going to spend a willpower on that. That's 4 successes.
You say that, and she looks up, and your eyes meet, and there's a moment of just a split second of surprise, but then it appears that you're not the only good actress in the near vicinity, as she immediately breaks out in a beatific grin and says, oh my god, hi!
Hey.
I had no idea you'd be slumming it too. Come here. She immediately gets up and just gives you a full hug.
And I'm, in this moment, glad that I handed my valuables to Aster, so there really isn't anything to lift on my person at the second, but I'll give her a hug back.
Yeah, well, at the moment, she doesn't appear to be pawing through your valuables. Instead, you hear her whisper in your ear, not here. How are you doing? Wow, that's small world, right? Small city, I guess.
Smallest. You know what they say.
One of the Grims, specifically the one that she was getting so close to the moment, kind of sits up like, listen, unless you're here to join in, beautiful, this is kind of a private occasion, so...
I won't trouble you too much. I just wanted to say...
I know you from somewhere.
I have one of those
Yeah,
faces.
this is an old college girlfriend of mine. She's just passing through, you know. I mean, the pronghorn's pride, right? Drags you to the craziest places. Listen, boys, it's been fun, but if I get any more shots in, I'm gonna do something I'm really gonna regret come morning. You understand, right? I mean, I don't know. I thought the party was just getting started, personally. Come on. We're in mourning here. This woman flashes you a look like help.
I swear, it will only be just a minute. Just give us like 5 minutes to catch up, and I will return her to you lickety split. And if I need to, I will also turn on awe.
Absolutely. Give me charisma plus persuasion once more. Let's see if you're a bit more successful this time.
Why is 4 successes the number of the night?
This guy definitely looks disappointed, but at the same time, the amount of, you could call it, potential squeeing energy building up in the vicinity is enough to make him retreat back almost reflexively. Alright. Don't keep me waiting long, though. I get lonely. Oh, wouldn't dream of it. Yeah, no, so please, how you been, girl? And she's like full on shepherding you back out towards the entrance.
I will play along and follow and just be like, oh, it's been a wild couple of days.
As they exit out the bar, you see that Gabe guy had been watching them like a hawk this entire time. And as Chrissy herself returns, he says, be back in a sec. Gotta take a phone call. Stands up and after a beat follows after the two of them.
I think Ash is going to tail
Yup.
him.
Right there with you.
How obvious about this do you want to be?
Ooh, actually, if we can frame it as as Aster pulls Ash outside to have their own little conversation.
Sure. Give me manipulation plus subterfuge.
So I think I'll Ash will take the lead on that. Like, come on, this is a little too stuffy, so yeah, let's try this. Oh, this is gonna go so well considering I'm at 4 hunger.
What could possibly go wrong?
Don't say that.
But I love saying it.
We are not stealthy
We're
or subtle.
We're so bad.
Okay, so, the only people currently not engaged in some kind of shenanigans happen to be Crowe, Jeremy, who've just kind of been people watching this point, and you see, wow, okay, well, I guess when it's true what they say, a force of good acting must be countered by an equal and opposite force of terrible acting.
So actually, Jeremy is when he sees how bad they like, it looks like they're sucking it off. He's gonna stand up and he's basically going to reverse call attention to them and go, "Oh come on, fuck already!" at them.
Here's the thing. That was 2 bestial failures in a row. So here's what happens. One of the bikers, noticing this altercation, not the guy you were previously talking to, but another one who's perhaps been drinking a little bit more conservatively, notices Ash and then calls up, Hey, motherfucker, talking to you.
Ash turns around. Yes.
I remember the last time you were here. Vomited all over my cut.
It was a long night. I don't honestly remember any of it.
Well, maybe you take you out back, refresh your memory a little bit, and he's crossing the room towards you, and some of his buddies are not necessarily also getting up to mob you, but they are definitely at attention.
Ash leans forward and says, I kind of would like to go out back with you. They lean in and say, I could maybe find a way to make it up to you.
Aster just cocks an eyebrow, side eyes you.
And fuck it, let's try. I'm trying basically to judo this entire conversation.
He was admittedly not expecting that kind of retort, but at the same time, he's not about to let that slide either, as he just kind of looks back, just like, this fucking guy. Okay, asshole. Want to go around back? Hope your girl here got 911 at the ready.
Ash will gesture. Do you know that? Do you know the local number for 911? You can't call 911 on a cell phone. You know that. And gestures towards the back exit I know the way. Do you?
Oh, tonight's gonna be a fun night.
Oh my god.
So heading in two different directions, and again, two of you just observing all of this go down. We're gonna start with Raleigh to begin with.
Yeah.
So Raleigh, the moment you're at the entrance, she's been on your arm the whole time, but the moment she's outside, drops completely. You got a bit of a circulation problem?
Doctors tell me I got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, right. What was that? Like Shear's disease, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. So, you tracked me down. Impressive. What exactly is the game plan now?
well, I didn't actually come here with the intent of tracking you down. We just happened to meet.
Uh-huh. You hear the doors open, you see that Gabe guy. You're out on the street right now, out on the sidewalk, out in public, or as public as this part of San Arroyo gets at this time of night. He just kind of, maybe a couple feet back, just stands there and crosses his arms.
Just gonna give him a bit of a look and just look at her and say, boyfriend?
Oh, honestly, not your best line.
Well, I gotta work with what I have.
Well, right now, not really a lot of scenery to chew, but we just part ways and call it at that.
Maybe, but you look like somebody who hears things.
What you driving at exactly?
I'm looking for some information on a relatively bit of a recluse in the area, and maybe you've heard something.
Did you not hear what she fucking said, lady? And she actually holds up a head as the guy steps forward a little bit, but she holds up a hand. It's like, a recluse, you say?
A bit of a recluse, yeah, having a bit of trouble tracking him down.
Wouldn't have anything to do with the rave last night, would it? Because I think we both know that wasn't, well.
Yeah, well, the rave may or may not be a part of it.
And what exactly no offense, but what exactly are you planning to do about it?
I may have been given a task to find out more about what happened.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And look, lovely coincidence that I just happened to meet you, and maybe you've heard some stuff, and you share a little bit of what you've learned, and we part ways as unlikely friends.
You can see the gears turning in her head. Go ahead and give me a wits plus insight roll.
It's not bad. And you know what? I want to succeed. We're gonna rouse. I will go up to hunger 3. 3 successes.
Like I said, you can practically see the gears turning in her head, and she seems to immediately come to some kind of decision. Look, I get it. You're this big, famous somebody, and I'm just some lowly little T-towner. Don't want any trouble. So tell you what, I can give you a location that you might find interesting. You do that, or rather, I give you that, and we good?
We good.
There's back towards the warehouse district, past Alvarado Street. There's this building. Used to be an industrial laundromat, back when the city actually had a hospitality industry. People have been, let's just say, disappearing in the vicinity, which is, weird considering that building's been condemned for decades. Something about chemical spillage. I mean, granted, they're not people that SAPD could be bothered to look into, but if you're so interested, I'm sure that could be a good place to start.
I'm sure it could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll step back and be like, we're square.
Okay. I'm gonna head in this direction now.
I will head in the opposite direction. It's been lovely doing business with you.
Sure. You see, Gabe the entire time has been watching you like a hawk, but he calms a little as this woman walks away from you and towards him, and the two of them together start walking further down the street.
And then what? I guess nobody's followed me out, so
Yeah, I wonder what's going on there. Speaking of which,
yeah.
So, speaking of which, Ash.
Yes.
So, what exactly happens when you walk out with this guy into the back alley with nothing but the dumpsters and a few broken bottles for company?
Oh, so just to check, nobody is following us?
Like I said earlier, you interrupted some kind of party, and it seems like the rest of the Grims are of the opinion that whatever this beef is, it's going to be a brief intermission before they get back to their impromptu wake.
Ash is going to hold up two hands, like palms up, and say, you know, I'm willing to make amends, whether that be a little bit friendlier or fisticuffs. That's really honestly your choice.
Fucking rich kids. Wallet.
And Ash is going to just like sucker punch him in the gut.
Give me strength plus brawl.
Yeah, let's do this. Sure. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna eat anyways.
No, surprise, surprise.
All right, that is 5 successes.
He was so self-confident, so sure that he was this was going to be not a beatdown, but a shakedown.
Mm-hmm.
Then you punch him right in the gut. And the thing is, you're a trained boxer. You know where to hit someone where it really hurts in the body. But something happens, something that neither of you expected. Your blow impacts right under his ribs, and you feel it sink in further. And you feel something rupture, something deep inside. You see his face just go fully white with pain, and he stumbles back a few steps, collapses onto his knees, and then just starts hacking up blood onto the ground in front of him.
Ash is going to bite.
He is, with the amount of damage he just took in a single hit, he is not in any good position to defend himself. But, well, first off, need to make one more willpower check.
Well, that's only 2.
Something about this feels right.
Ash lifts him and pins him like stomach first against a nearby wall.
Yeah. When he does that, he practically vomits up another stream of deep red arterial spray, and, well, now he's just wasting your food, and you bite in.
And Ash, I guess my question is going to be, how does this taste?
Raw and powerful and angry and full of bravado and cocksure assurance, with just a little bit of extra seasoning thanks to the cheap vermelho they were all downing earlier tonight.
Ash, like, fangs sunk into him, is in delight. Blood has never tasted this good before. They moan against his neck as they keep drinking.
This feels right. You earned this. Every drop. And you keep drinking and keep taking every little bit of authority that he thought he had into yourself. And by the time you're done, by the time you're full, so blissfully full, you stagger back, almost a little drunkenly, wiping at your mouth, grin plastered across your wet face. And you look down and realize he's not moving. You have violated one of the Chronicle tenets.
Yeah, baby.
Do you think your conviction can mitigate this?
Half of Ash's conviction is no surrender. And I do think that, at least in some part, there was never any chance that Ash was going to back down to this, frankly, asshole lowlife.
Very well. Then you will only take one stain.
All right.
Because you may have acted in accordance with your convictions. This death didn't need to happen. And you have never actually killed anyone before.
No.
And I think Aster and Crowe and Jeremy come back out in the back alley just in time to see this. Because he was taking a minute and you were getting worried.
You good, buddy?
Oh no.
I'm great. He's not. Somebody help me move him.
I can try.
Yeah, just at the legs. Careful. He's slippery.
Aster goes to like grab his legs and prays that she's strong enough to lift this guy.
Yeah. Ash is gonna do most of the lifting, I imagine, and is going to like nod their head towards the nearest dumpster so that they can quickly huff him in.
Wait. Is there a storm drain nearby?
Ooh.
Give me a wits plus streetwise check.
2 successes.
Wasn't a hard difficulty. There are large. San Arroyo actually has some surprisingly robust sewer infrastructure based on other events that happened in its history. So there is a rather large grate of a storm drain nearby.
And Jeremy's like wincing and like looks down and away and says, cut his throat and throw him in there.
Okay. Like Aster pulls out her knife and just slices real deep.
Oh Jesus, you actually did it. Okay.
Yeah,
You said to do it.
you cut and there's no blood.
That's why you throw him in the storm drain, because it'll wash away and it'll just flow down, and the fact that there's no blood won't matter. But we're in so much fucking trouble.
Define we, because I didn't do shit. This is actually why I don't feed on them.
You walked into there.
Once the body is down the drain, as it were, Ash is going to say,
down deep into those infamous flood tunnels you always hear urban legends about.
it's not going to be a problem if everybody keeps their mouth shut.
Anyways, his problem now. I'm not gonna say shit.
Raleigh, after a bit of searching, you find them clustered around a storm drain for some reason.
Everything good back here?
Ichi.
Great. I think I found us a lead.
Fantastic.
Awesome. We should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we should. There's a laundromat in the district where a lot of people have been going missing, and it's not the kind of people that the police investigate. So,
Let's then.
Feeling better, at least?
Amazing.
Take the edge off.
How is Ash feeling?
Cloud 9 right now. They are humming. They feel strong. Like, realistically, like, this is the best buzz. This is the best they've felt since they died.
Okay. So, piling once more into Crowe's ride?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Where are we going?
You head in the direction of the address that was supplied to you by this mysterious woman. Crowe, I assume you're driving.
Yes.
In that case, could you please give me a wits plus awareness roll?
3 successes.
Doesn't take long to find this large adobe and brick building fenced off from the surrounding area, almost taking up an entire corner of the street. Old, slightly battered chain link fence surrounding the exterior, kind of peering against the little bit of illumination you get from the street lights. You can see very, very old, faded lettering across the top entrance of the building that says Alvarado Industrial Laundromat. You also see the signage, also quite battered and derelict looking, on the chain link fence, warning of toxic chemical spillage and authorized personnel only. Looks like it's that particular warning, whether or not it's been heeded, been there for a while.
Aster makes so many scrunchy faces.
Well, it's great that we're all dead. So,
Don't have to worry about toxins.
Guess this is what we're doing now. All right. I'm gonna pull out one of the stakes, and Jeremy's actually gonna tuck it into the back of his belt underneath his shirt, and he's gonna pull his shirt out, so it's just kind of hanging near his spine, under his clothes.
I'll strap on the sword so I have it just in case. And depending on how many stakes there are, I will also take one.
There are 4.
And I will definitely take one because I think I might. It's either Ash or I will have the best pool to actually use one.
Yeah, I would say Ash definitely gets one. You definitely get one. Aster will offer one to Crowe.
I'll take it. I'll see what I can do. No promises.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, Ash, how do you want to do this?
We go in.
Get a flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight's good.
Don't know for sure that this is their place, so try to be quiet. And if there is something here, let's try not to wake it up.
Yeah, agreed.
I'd like to activate Eyes of the Beast as well, now that we're in here.
Absolutely. As you all see, out of the blue, Crowe's eyes suddenly turn a beastly, almost faintly glowing red. It's a fairly simple matter, even for the least athletic of you, to clamber up the fence.
I make it look easy.
There's some remnants of barbed wire, but you are clearly not the first people to enter onto the premises, clearly, as most of it has either been stripped away or flattened to the point of not even being a useful deterrent anymore. Getting up to the building itself, it looms, but you check the door, and it is open. There isn't even a padlock.
I feel so safe.
Definitely pinging the creepy vibes.
Yeah.
Just open it up as carefully as you can, despite the protest of rusty hinges. As you begin to enter into the main cavernous area, it is pitch dark in here. The only one who can see unassisted without a flashlight would be Crowe. As to you, the darkness isn't so dark after all, but even still, being able to see the inside of the laundromat doesn't bring much comfort. This space is bare concrete, dominated by massive, top-loaded industrial washing machines, almost like these giant vats. Some in various states of disrepair, some, it looks like, been completely removed altogether, leaving just pieces of rivets and girders sticking up from the ground like spikes. Dark. The air is stale. It smells like old metal and even older chemicals. But despite you not having to breathe, it still leaves an unpleasant taste in the back of your throat. You're not really sure where you should even start.
What are we supposed to be looking for?
I think anything that connects Masab to this place, and I was gonna make the joke of, gang, this is where we all split up, but we should not do that.
We should definitely not. That's a bad idea.
Agreed.
I was wondering, or more, I've been thinking about it and wondering how this person is getting around unseen, and I'm sure there are ways to do that. Vaguely gestures at everyone's cool abilities, but there's gotta be a way, right? There's gotta be something more.
Could be the storm drains.
Storm drains, yeah. I'm relatively sure that there's something we can do that makes us less noticeable. Bunch of weird shit. I mean, see if this place connects to any storm drains, and see if there's any, even if, they are lost to their beast, and Raleigh makes quote fingers, probably lived here for a while. Maybe they have some sort of living space that has something.
I guess we should look for super boarded up rooms, although this place looks pretty boarded up already.
Yeah. Look for the most secure area.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, go ahead and give me wits plus either awareness or investigation.
Oh my god. That's a bestial failure for me.
Well then.
We're so good at our job.
It's still 0 successes. Fuck you, dice.
Okay. So Jeremy surges to look and doesn't get hungry, or I'm still at hunger 1, and gets 5 successes.
5 successes from Crowe.
2 successes for me.
One of you, far more observant of the abandoned places of the world, and one of you just more observant in a different way, as Jeremy. Oh no, that plucking of strings, that horror tenor, it's back. It's back with a vengeance.
I think rather than going in a specific direction, Jeremy actually moves to the nearest wall and actually slides down it and is lifting his hands up and is covering his ears.
Crowe, meanwhile, you having probably the best view of everything thanks to your eyes. There's a lot of debris, but aside from potentially inside one of these massive machines, not a lot of places to hide. Maybe if you headed towards the back rooms, maybe there's some sort of catwalk access, maybe a storage area, an office of some description. And you're trying to think, if I had to hide from the day, where would I be? And you start to progress further in, almost kind of heedless of your new companions, who are for the most part just kind of bumbling around. Raleigh.
Yeah.
You'd stumble forward a little bit, trying not to jump at shadows. You get into the main row of machines, and you smell something foul. Faint, but foul. And you turn, and you look at one of these almost huge, boxy apparatuses, like the gigantism-ridden cousins to the conventional home washer-dryer. These massive almost vault door like front interfaces. The one that you're immediately next to, it's slightly ajar, and the smell, that is rank. It smells like death. That's really the only way you can describe it.
Yeah. Slowly reach out and push the door or whatever open.
Open it up and shine your light on. At first, you're not quite sure what you're looking at. It's the mass of red and brown and tan, all jammed and packed and crushed and mushed. And you realize those shapes. You see an arm, what's left of a torso, a head with a mop of blonde, dirty hair, another head, this one with black hair, a third one, except this is, well, no telling what its hair color was because there's not enough of it left. A press of bodies, of corpses, all jam-packed, a human jigsaw puzzle of offal pressed into the interior of this washing unit, and you drop your flashlight in just shock. I need you to give me a willpower check.
Well, let's hope that Anderson's stubbornness doesn't give out now. 5 successes with a critical.
You keep it together. Keep it together, even though what you're looking at is, well, what is Raleigh thinking as she looks at this slaughter pit?
I'm thinking about that if I was still alive, I probably would be sick at the sight of this. It's horrifying. It's monstrous. It's disgusting. It is something that a person doesn't do. This is the work of a monster. And I think before I managed to master myself and all of this, I did let out probably what would have become a scream had I not clamped down on that. But like a sort of a loud noise, and then step back, and even though I don't need to breathe far enough away that I don't smell it as much, I'm taking deep breaths, just trying to just clear the scent from my nostrils.
The rest of you hear this commotion. You turn around. The flashlight has fallen in just a way that it perfectly illuminates the horror show within.
I think we might have the right place.
Oh, yet.
Yeah, don't go in there.
Something shifts. A head drops out of the morass, drops down, rolls not even a few feet away from you. Eyes gone, jaw listing. And you're looking at it, and you look up, and you see in the middle of that morass, a pair of eyes open, blood red, bestial eyes.